Making something wrong the first time is not a mistake. It is your chance to correct it. But making the same situation over and over, wrong again and wrong again, because you're of the unwillingness to learn something from it, that is the mistake. That something goes wrong the first time, this is not the mistake. If you don't learn from it, if you don't observe the situation, take the knowledge out in order to make a better outcome for the future. If this is not your trial, if this is not what you're aiming for, then it's a mistake.
Hey, shalom, shalom. It's the brother Ishar from GMS Mississippi Gulf Coast. Before I get started, I'm going to give an infinite honor and glory and praise to the Most High and His Son, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Kodesh. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the Akim that's pushing this truth with all faith, righteousness, and sincerity. To you, I say shalom. And the title of this lesson through the Rakah Kodesh is, so you made an error. What did you learn from it? Right? And just going off of, this little clip I watched, he made a point, man. It's not considered a mistake, okay? You made a mistake, all right, but then you make the same thing, the same error over and over and over again, and that means you're not getting nothing from it. So now it's a problem, so now it's an issue. But my question is, so you made an error, the title of this lesson, so you made an error, what did you get from it? Okay? Because we're in these fleshly bodies, man. Brothers, we will make mistakes here and there, man. Not really major, but it's gonna be things that we could have handled better. We could have said better. We could have done better sometimes, man. You see? But see, that's the point of reflecting, examining yourself, right? Counsel, things of that nature, man. Checking yourself first and foremost, but also learning. What did I get from this? The Lord brought me through it, right? Everything is of the Lord. So Yahweh Shemi Awashai brought me through this. What did I learn from this? What can I get from all of this that didn't happen? And what can I do better? You see? Because you being brought through something, but the Lord is looking at what you doing, how you're going to handle it. All right? And it's always, just know it's always you can do better at things, man. Okay? Don't never think you can't make a mistake. And don't ever beat yourself up because you made a mistake, man. You do know that, right? You do know you can afflict yourself and bring stress upon yourself, man. This is Sirach 30:21. Give not over thy mind to heaviness, and afflict not thyself in thy own counsel. Okay? So don't beat yourself up, man, because you done made a mistake and an error and you all going crazy because it happened. Well, what can you do better next time? How could you approach things next time? See? That's the mindset to have. All right? And I'm making this lesson because this something, and it's a hump that I had to get over, man. And sometimes I still struggle with, okay? Because we all in this thing to please Yahweh Shemi Awashai. All right? So when we don't do something quite of the spirit, sometimes we kind of be hard on ourselves, and sometimes that's cool because you're keeping a lowly spirit, but not beating yourself up, man. Not being so heavy on yourself because you made a mistake. The Lord understands that we're not perfect. He wants to see an effort from us. All right? So don't beat yourself up, man. Because it used to always be said within the camp, the biggest enemy is the inner me. Okay? So you can be your own enemy, man, with things. But back to the lesson. This is Proverbs 24:16. It says, for a just man falleth 7 times and riseth up again, but the wicked shall fall into mischief. So it says a just man, a righteous man, still gonna fall. Still gonna make mistakes, errors here and there, man. But guess what? He's gonna get back up. He's gonna get back up, and he's gonna learn from those mistakes, those errors that he made, man. And that don't mean it's not going to be another error come along the way that's a little different or completely different, man. You see? But see, these errors also is a way of learning, because how you know it's something that you shouldn't do, or how you know how. Let me rephrase this. How could you know that you should do better if you don't know what you did wrong? You see? So errors is actually what they say in the world, practice makes perfect. You see? That's like working on your jump shot, and it's straight bogus at first, man. You can't bust a 3 from the corner at all, but you constantly working. You constantly examine. Maybe if I bend my hand to the right a little bit and then let one finger flick off, and then all of a sudden you wetting. You hitting the jumper. You see what I'm saying? But you had to understand your error within your jump shot to know how to perfect it. You see what I'm saying? So the same thing through the spirit, and we're making errors in the spirit, man. You have to understand where you went wrong in order to know how to do right. Okay? So that don't mean you're a bad person or something because you made a mistake, man. Okay, we're in these corruptible glass jars, man. That don't take nothing for them to bust and break. But that's why we are in the spirit, and we should be seeing things spiritual and understanding that these scriptures and applying these scriptures, man. Okay, a just man falleth 7 times and riseth up again. 7 goes into completion. So he ends up getting up and perfecting. You know, he ends up perfecting and completing. Okay. And having success, but he falls. He makes errors. You see, and the fact that it's on your mind, is on your spirit, and you're trying to do better. What that means? You're not falling into mischief. You're working on it. See, you consider the wicked man that's falling into mischief, into trouble, when you're not learning, you're not examining. You're not working on perfecting and getting yourself better. You see? That means it's a mistake that's becoming a problem, and now you're entering into problems. All right? And it's something that I just looked up, I read up on Google. It says a mistake is defined as an action or judgment that is misguided or wrong. It is usually not intentional and part of it's usually not intentional and part of learning. See, it's a part of learning to make errors, make mistakes. You see, it says I made a mistake. Here's what I learned. Next time I'll approach it another way. You are aware of it, and you can correct it, see? But in order to be aware of the error and where you're going wrong at, the mistake has to be made. The error has to be there. But see, that's the thing, especially in this truth and this thing of ours. The Lord gave us this grace period to perfect ourselves. You see, perfect our spirits, get it together. And that's the beauty of this grace period and getting ourselves together, man. So it shouldn't be you feeling bad and all down and out because you made a mistake. And this, like I said, this is this lesson is completely through the Spirit, and it's completely starting from me first and foremost. Like I said, this is something that I battle with early on in this thing, and sometimes every blue moon I do battle with it, man. You know, just being honest, raw and uncut with you, you know. But that's the beauty of this truth, man. You know, getting wisdom with things and putting it on wax and giving this knowledge freely, you know. That's the beautiful thing about this truth, and the Lord gives the Spirit to you to be able to feed others with your knowledge and the things that you have learned. All right. And with that, I just want to close out and give an infinite honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders for Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the Akim that's pushing this truth with our faith and our righteousness and our sincerity. To you, I say Shalom. Shalom.